Hi YouTube. Today I came to show you a fabric haul that I got. But before we do the fabric haul, we're going to get to the word of the Lord. So the word of the Lord for today is coming from 1 Peter 2, starting at verse 15. For it is God's will that by doing good you should silence the ignorant talk of foolish people. And that's 1 Peter 2:14. So that's a good scripture. It doesn't say by doing stuff or saying stuff, but it says by doing good you should silence the talk of ignorant people. And there are a lot of ignorant people in the world, but you can just ignore them. Just do good and you will be able to silence them. But anyway, let's get to the fabric haul. I ended up getting some more fabric from Joann's. I don't think I have any Hobby Lobby fabric in here. I might. But we're just going to show you what we got and go from there. So, I got this fabric from Joann's. This is some Last Chance fabric. And I saw it the other day. I think when I got it, it was 50% off. But when I saw it the other day, it was... it's 70% off now. So if you like this fabric, you can run down to Joann's fabric and see if your Joann's has it for 70% off. It's the Last Chance fabric. And this was some fabric that I got from Joann's as well. And I don't know why my phone is all fuzzy looking, but anyway, so this was some other fabric that I got. Touch the screen. This was some other fabric that I got from Joann's. So I make bags out of these. And then I got it in black, and then I got it in this brown color. And then this fabric I got from Walmart. This was some superhero fabric, and they were clearancing it out for $3.50 a yard. So I got a yard and a half of it. And I'll make bags, bowl, cozies, or something with it. And then I also got this Wonder Woman fabric that they were clearancing out at my Walmart, one of them. And it was $5 a yard. I got a yard and a half of it as well. Okay, I got this NASA fabric. And you can see one piece, I paid $3.50 for it, and it's a yard, so it must have been $3.50. And then I got this piece of fabric right here. I like to make these bags for people who travel. It can be their bag that they take on the plane with their stuff in it. And this was, looks like $2.67. I got a yard and a half of it, so it was $4.01. So yeah. And then I got more of this fabric because I make bags out of this and I sell it. And like I said before on my other video, I'm going to be going to the Black Expo. So hopefully I'll sell some of my bags at the Black Expo. Then I got it in this blue purple looking color. So, and this came from Joann's fabric. And this also came from Joann's fabric. And then I also got this one from Joann's. So I'll make a bag out of that. I got this one from Joann's. I'll make a bag out of that. And I also got, I don't know if I showed you guys this one, but I also got this fabric. And I did make a bag out of this. Let me get the bag for you for that one. I meant to get it before I got on the video, but I forgot. So this is the bag that I made out of that fabric. So I made a tote bag out of that fabric. And then, well, I made 2 tote bags out of some of that fabric. And then I went and purchased more. And I've also made a little tote bag. out of that fabric. And then I got some of this stretchy knit fabric. This came from Walmart. It was in the ones that are 2 yards for $4. But I just want to warn you guys, when you get that fabric at Walmart that says 2 yards for $4, I took apart like 4 of them and not one of them was 2 yards. So I'm going to, anytime I buy any more in the future, if I buy more, I'm going to take it apart in the store. Because if it's not $2, then even though it's still a good deal, but you shouldn't say it's 2 yards if it's not 2 yards. So it's the principle. But I got this one, and it's 1.5 yards. The other one was only like 1.5 yards. And then I got this one too, and it's 1.5 yards. And I plan to turn those into scarves. And then I also got this one, and this one was like a $4 one, but I got this one a long time ago. It was just in the pile. Got it a long time ago, and it was 4 yards. So yeah. And then I want to show you guys, I don't know if you guys know that Joann's is having their clearance. All their clearance stuff is 75% off. So I got some clearance stuff, but then I wrote down how much I actually paid for it, because you know the clearance stuff at Joann's is usually 50% off the ticketed price. So, but you have to remember also, even the ticketed price, the highest ticketed price, if the fabric's on sale, then it's that price. And then whatever that price, the sale price is, then it's 75% off of that. So I got this piece of fabric, and it's like a muslin. So I'll just use it for a bag lining. And it says it was regularly $5.99 a yard, but it must have been on sale because I should have paid like about $2 for it, because that would be like 75% of $6. But I ended up paying $1.05 for this, and it is a yard, and I paid $1.05. But that'll be like a lining for a bag. This one is almost a yard. Same thing, $5.99. That was the original price, but it must have been on sale because I paid 94 cents for this. This one was regularly $10, but it must have been on sale because this is almost a yard of fabric, and I paid 73 cents. And this is enough for like 2 linings. This one was like a little bit more than 1/2 yard. And it says the regular price was $10.99, but I paid 69 cents. And then this olive green one, that would be like a bag lining. It says it was regularly $9.99, but I paid $1.45 for it, and it's almost a yard. It's like 0.833, which is like almost a yard. This red one was $9.98 regularly price, and it is almost a yard of fabric, and I paid 66 cents for it. And I get remnants a lot because I'll put those remnants in my bag. And this is like a stretchy material that I was thinking maybe I can make a scarf or a headband with. And this was regularly $17.99, but I paid $2.26 for it. And oh, let me tell you how much it is. It is almost a yard of fabric. It's 0.833. So that's almost a yard. And then this green, I don't even know why I got it. I think I was just on a roll, but I probably should have left it there, but I got it now anyway. It was regularly $9.99. I paid $2.09, and I ended up with 2 of those, and I paid the same price, which I should have paid $2.50 a piece, because that would have been 75% of $10. But I paid $2.09, and they are. This one is 1.194 yards, and this one is same thing, 1.194 yards, so a little bit over a yard for $2, and that's pretty good. And then I got this jean fabric, this jean kind of stretchy fabric. I figured I'd make a bag or something out of it. I've been trying to play around with my serger. I have a serger that I've had for a few years, but I'm having problems learning how to use it. So, but I'm tired. waiting around. So I'm just trying to learn how to use it on my own. I was able to thread it yesterday, and then I got a phone call, so I had to go take that phone call. So it's like I'll have to play around with it hopefully over the weekend to where I can get it. Now that I've figured out how to thread it, now I got to get it to figure out how to get the stitches to be correct. So I'm going to go and look for some videos and figure out which one's the upper, lower looper, the first thread, second thread. I don't know. Sergers, I don't really know a lot about, so I'm going to try. But so I got this bag. I mean, this fabric. It says it's 1 yard of fabric, and it was regularly priced $20.99. And I got the fabric for $3.67, which for a jean bag, that's pretty good, because I could probably get a big jean bag and at least a little jean bag out of this, and then I could do some embroidery on it or something like that. So yeah, that's why I got that one. And then I got this little piece of fabric. It says it's regularly $14.99. It's only like 0.36 inches, so that only might be about maybe 9 or 10 inches. Oh, it says it's 11 inches. Let me see, did they put the inches on all of them? No, they didn't. This one says it's 11 inches, so it's enough for possibly one of my small bags. It might not be enough for me to do the handle, but it's enough for a small bag, and I paid 70 cents for it. So if I turn this one into a bag, I'll come back and let you see what 70 cents got me. This is a pink fabric. It's 1 yard of fabric, and I paid $1.74 for it. It says it was regularly $10, but I paid $1.74. Let's see what else we got in here. And this was just some pretty fabric. I figured I could turn into a scarf or something. And it was regularly $21.98. And it says it's 0.75. So this is about 3/4 of a yard of fabric. And I paid $1.24 for it. And what else we have in here? And this is like some more like just regular little fabric that is like a something I'll use for a lining. It said that it's 0.44 yards, so probably less than a half a yard. And I paid, how much did I pay for this? It said it was regular price was, it says on one point, it says it was $21.99, but at the top it says $12.99, so maybe the person had it wrong. But I paid, how much I paid for it? $1.45 for about a half a yard of fabric, so that's pretty good. And then I really liked this one, and I figured I could turn this into a scarf or something as well, or some headbands. And this one I think I paid a lot for the amount that I get. It's almost a yard. It's really pretty. It's almost a yard. And it was regularly $19.99. And I paid $3.01. It says it's a crinkle tie-dye. Some type of crinkle tie-dye. 80% polyester and 10% spandex. So I don't know what the other 10% is. It don't say. Because maybe that says 90% polyester. And then 10% spandex, which equals $3.01 for almost a yard. And I only have a few more in here. I'm a huge Breakfast Club fan. I'm a huge Molly Ringwald fan. I liked all the movies she played in back in the 80s, 90s. So they have this Breakfast Club fabric, and it's 1.5 yards of fabric. They said it was regularly $15.58. But I got this for $1.75. So I plan to make bags. Most of this fabric I plan to make bags out of, or use it for bag linings. And this was just some lime green fabric I figured I'd use with the other green fabric. It was $10 a yard, and it is a little bit over half a yard. And I paid $1.18 for it. And here go another little green piece that is like a little bit less than half a yard, and I paid 70 cents for it. But it's probably enough to line a small bag. And then here's some black fabric. I think it stretches, but I'm not sure. Maybe it doesn't. But It is a little bit over a half a yard. It was regularly $16.99, and I paid $1.74 for it. So this one, I thought it stretched, but I don't think it does now looking at it. So I have to figure out what to do with it. But this one does stretch. This one does have some stretch to it. And this is a little bit over a half a yard. And it was $14.99. And I paid $1.32 for it. So I will make scarves or headbands or something out of these fabrics. And then hopefully I'll remember to come back and show you what some of them look like. I probably won't get to all of them right now, but if I figure out my serger, I'll get to a lot of the knitted ones because I'm trying to work out that situation with my serger. But that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. God bless you. You have an awesome and an amazing day. And don't forget, for it is God's will that you, by doing good, you should silence the ignorant talk of foolish people. So keep that in mind. God bless you. You have an awesome and an amazing day. Bye, my friends. Be blessed.